Today we're trying to figure out if Momo actually is going to a billion. What does Bonk guy says about Momo? Is Bonk ETF actually bullish for Momo? The best Bonk beta play available out there on the market. The most direct beta play that is ingrained in the human minds of any human out there. Because why? Because it's Bonk's sister. And some secret alpha. We'll talk about top holders of Momo at this stage and who they are. How much supply they actually were able to scoop from you selling to them. I believe Momo accumulation is over. Bonk ETF is going live tomorrow, and this might be the best outsized bet out there on the market at this stage. Without further ado, let's dive in. First of all, here's my Bobo back at this stage, 0.9% of supply. For those of you who don't believe me, I'm refreshing the page, the 0.9% of supply at this stage, which is $37,000, around $32,000 if I would just sell the whole thing right away. For some reason, I just have a weird feeling in my head that it will be $300,000 in no time. A very quick short period of time out there. And in order to truly understand what has happened, we first truly have to look into this chart. You can say that we have been forming this triangle pattern for quite some time at this stage, and we finally had our breakout upwards. And main reasons for this type of breakout at this stage, I think, is everything that's happening around Bonk and the ecosystem. Again, Momo is the best beta play out there to Bonk at this stage. This is Bonk's sister. This is very straightforward. This is the best narrative out there. Okay, so just to get this straight on Bonk, price is still 60% down from all-time high. This price is being sold by retail, bought by whales. Currently number one dog meme on Solana. Solana is starting outperformance. Doge ETF live soon, which is a meme coin, and dog meme coin, the main one. Bonk ETF coming soon, and we will talk about this separately. Bonk ETF. Imagine fucking meme coin with a market cap of not like $30 billion, with a market cap of $2 billion, having an ETF. Guys, my yesterday video got 300 views. I'm sharing insane alpha there. I'm sharing the alpha that most of the altcoins will actually be having ETFs. And very few meme coins will probably have ETFs, because all these people, they're running the same playbook. They're trying to farm institutions into buying the coins. How? They essentially buy public company. They repeat the stuff that MicroStrategy did, and they open up the ETF for the coin, and they just start to infinitely buy into the asset. And Bonk will actually be the only one meme coin that will have something like this happening for itself. No other memes are even close. And the reason why is because Jupiter, Solana Foundation, is trying to fight pump fund for the market share of the global on-chain casino, which is the most main thing in upcoming couple decades, which is worth trillions and trillions of dollars. You have to understand where the liquidity is going. You have to understand liquidity will continue to flow this way. You just have to stay in the direction of this liquidity. Nasdaq public company acquiring Bonk for strategic reserve, first meme to do this. Again, Bonk fund revenue about to skyrocket due to 2.0 version, plus imagine launch but during alt season. On top of all this, Bonk sentiment is generally dull at the moment, which means that people are selling. And with Momo, the reason I was not talking about it much, because there was just not enough things happening, and like people were just selling into the chart, right? We had to wait for the current people to sell before we can finally move up without all of this sell pressure. And I will tell you, I will show you exactly who exactly bought your coins. A small spoiler into it: you sold your coins to criminal organizations in this market that just continue to milk the market. They continue to milk retail. They continue to make infinite, insane amounts of money. If you don't get that the massive parabolic run is around the corner for Bonk, then I can't help you anymore. To see whale retail flows across Solana, use the web app in the replies. Something I also wanted to share is that essentially Bonk team, they start to push Cory at this stage. But the issue is, from my point of view, is that Cory does not have a lot of people around it. It does not have a huge community. It's kind of not a very organic coin, because if it was organic, it would probably dump way lower in the recent correction, essentially as Momo did. And the fact that Momo dumped this low essentially allowed for players with conviction to really enter into the coin. Bonk guy actually starts to shield Cory at this stage. Cory is the most underrated dog coin in the market right now, and it's not even close. I think I'm going to drop a Cory thesis soon. We'll get to it once I have some free time. I actually believe that they will probably be pumping Cory. There is another reply from Bonk guy that he says that like he expects it to be at $100 million at least. So I do believe, and I might be actually be buying it myself, that it might be a very nice time to buy into Cory as well, because they need some type of runner to support, to make sure that they will draw some attention into the coins, into the ecosystem, right? It's kind of funny and very interesting that they did not support Momo in large yet, but I will tell you who's actually is going to support Momo. And I just have a feeling it might be the bigger cabal than Bonk team itself. Guys who has been robbing this industry for years, they know how to do it best, and they will make sure to do it this time as well. And in order to show them to you, all we have to do is go into top holders. And the situation here is very interesting because during the first run-up of Momo, there were no top holders with 5% of the supply on singular wallets. I don't even know myself people that were holding 5% of the supply of the whole thing, just by a singular person. And if you would check these wallets, it's a very interesting setup. Let's just check first 3 top wallets. You can see that first wallet that has 5% of Momo has $140 million worth of crypto assets on it, which usually means that, yeah, public name Maxi. This is the wallet of Maxi. And if you remember the first run-up, Maxi was constantly acquiring more and more supply through the dips. Right now, they actually acquired 5% only on this wallet. This was never like this before. This is something like I never have seen it much to any meme coins out there. All the people, they kind of used to treat meme coins as pump and dumps and things like that, but why the fuck an exchange would constantly be buying the dip? Why the fuck an exchange would constantly be buying more of the asset through the dips? That's pretty insane. Second wallet is Radium, so it's fine. And the third wallet that have 5% of the supply. We have some transfers from XC here. There were some giant transfers with UFD, the meme coin as well. I don't know whose wallet is this, but it's also a very interesting thing that before the major correction that happened on the market and Momo as well, we did not have any singular wallets holding 5% of the supply. Right now we have, and the top holder of this meme coin is exchange that is actually considered a bit shady by most people out there in the market, but they have been alive for quite some time. Maxi, I think at this stage, is one of the oldest centralized exchanges on the market currently. I would even say that Bonk team pushing Cory is kind of bullish for Momo as well, because they will be attracting attention and capital back into the echo, and Momo will be able to definitely benefit from part of it, because people definitely see that Cory is being pushed by the biggest guys out there, and you don't have an option to buy Cory at a nice entry point at this stage. You definitely have to put into size in order to feel certain movements out of it. Despite that, I actually believe that if you enter with size, starting from $20,000 and more, you might actually be able to get a very nice access and a very nice pumpage on Cory as well. It kind of reminds me of the situation with SPX and Murad last September. I remember everyone was bearish, no one cared about the market. Murad publicly called SPX at $10 million. And it went to billions, right? To 1.6 to 2 billions recently. Cory is a very interesting thing in that connection, because one guy publicly shared about this, it went up 50%, but right now I think it's correcting. So people are not buying the fact that Bonk can actually pull out a micro strategy on the meme coin out there, on the asset, which is a $1.9 billion market cap at this stage, with Momo being the better asset, with Momo being the Bonk sister from the community. It's one of the craziest community out there. You probably have seen, if you're an active member of the community, you probably have seen these screenshots with all the top memes and the communities of all the top memes, and Momo was there as well. This one, here's what I'm talking about. If Momo doesn't 10x in the next 30 days, I will delete my X account. Most mentioned coins in all of crypto, all sitting in the hundreds of millions to billions, except one, Momo. With Dodge, Shiba and Bonk leading the dog pack, Momo is right there beside them. The community won't stop and meme season is upon us. This one is pretty insane. These are the most mentioned meme coins, and Momo is in the list. It's actually in the list. It's not even at the last place. It's in the list, and all of these memes, they are in hundreds of millions. I would say most of these memes are actually in billions of dollars at this stage. Imagine what actually is happening with Momo. This is the power of this meme coin, and I do believe, again, that the accumulation for Momo is over at this stage. Thank you very much for watching this one. Stay healthy and rich, and I shall be seeing you tomorrow.